Can we talk about the epidemic on YouTube with all those videos telling men that it's fine to be in the state that they currently are? No, I'm not talking about the feminists and the left side pushing the idea that men are worthless, but the hole that many among us have dug for themselves. And I'm not speaking to the wide audience. I'm speaking to the person who thinks that the world is against him and is feeling miserable, and yet manages to find a way to make all the excuses in the world and dressing them up by saying, "It's all I could have done." I'm talking to you. See, I have seen some videos lately with the main topic essentially being that you're not wrong to be in this state. Some videos are about the collapse of the modern man, how ungrateful the modern world is towards men, how they build society, and sadly this is a legacy that no one cares about. Other topics are about how rigged Tinder and other dating platforms are, how women only care about money, how you deserve more, talking about breakups and hitting the gym, hustle culture and making money. And then one lady talking slowly to the screen telling you how it's alright and that you deserve a housewife. How men are slowly pulling back from the dating scene. How it's better to be alone rather than being with the wrong person. And I could agree with that, but when the goal of the video is to motivate you and point you in the right direction, then there is this other lady who is always wearing dresses and more traditional and less revealing clothes. Not that it's bad to wear those kinds of clothes, but that she handpicked them to present herself in a certain way in front of the camera. She tells men what men's issues are, and they agree because the persona in front of them is what they're being told that the person next to them should look like. But that's just it. It's a persona. See, I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong to feel the way that you feel, but I'm telling you that you're searching for external answers for internal problems, to which you're the only key. Those videos that you're watching on a daily basis are only giving you a shovel to dig your hole deeper, and so they can profit from you. The more you stay chained to your current state, the worse the mental state is, the more resentful you are towards the world around you, the better for them. See, those channels are businesses, and them being businesses, they will profit from AdSense, merch, promoting their own brands, and some of them even selling courses. Doesn't this signal a bright red light inside your brain that something is amiss here? How many people did you actually see getting better from those videos? Because I just see in their comment sections how men are shaking hands about how miserable they are and how bad the world is. They share stories without the person reading them being able to get anything from those said stories. There is no kicker. They just share what happened, how they feel, and then nothing. No progress since the traumatic event. And even in their stories there are many holes, because the thing that is missing is what they did wrong. They never explain how the other party in their story must have felt from their behavior. These are essential factors missing. I have read stories about men being over the age of 25 and still being virgin. Stories about men losing everything in life because their ex-wife cheated on them, divorced them and took everything. There are so many different stories, but the only thing that they have in common is the misery. But let's take a step back here for a moment and look at the bigger picture. Those people have different life experiences, because there are different stages of life. They don't know each other personally, but they can provide support because they can find pieces of themselves in the other person. But that doesn't mean you know them. If you saw that person in front of you, what are the chances that this stranger would actually take your advice? What are the chances that you might actually find the reasons why this person sitting in front of you has those said problems in their life? I'd say they're quite big, because there is an illusion in social media. You cannot see the person, you cannot know their mindset, you don't know how they dress, and you don't know what their habits are. You might be an outstanding man with a bad draw in life, sitting in front of a poor excuse of a human. Let's debunk the main topics of the videos I spoke just moments ago. Let's start with the dating apps. So many people complain that the algorithm is set against them, that they need to pay for premium so that people are going to notice them. You know, you give them money and then they actually start putting you in front of women. But that's not actually true. There are at least 3 men in my social circle that have met their wives through Tinder, so what gives? How come they could have done that, despite every single video telling you that the system is rigged against you? Wasn't it rigged for them? No. This is not about beauty necessarily, but let's face the fact that some of you are just boring. Your pictures look like they came straight out of a crime scene. They let you think that women only want six-packs and lots of money. You claim that you want a housewife, yet you swipe right at the biggest red flag that could possibly exist. You start searching online on how to make a better Tinder profile, better bio and all that stuff, and you're being told that you need to be authentic. But the truth is that you don't know what authentic means because there isn't much to you to begin with. Can you imagine the woman version of you? Would you be happy with a lady who has the same habits like yours? If you put yourself in the shoes of a woman, would you give yourself a chance? How do you think they feel when they get those pickup lines non-stop? Wouldn't you feel like you're a piece of meat too? What opinion would you have of the opposite sex? You claim that you're a nice guy. You search about it online and everyone tells you that nice guys finish last, but that's not true because the real definition of a nice guy isn't out there in the internet. You can find only the version that sells misery and makes you feel justified about the way that you're feeling. But look at you, you aren't nice, you're just weak. You have no morals, no work ethics, and you sit on your ass the whole day watching YouTube videos left and right, feeding all those algorithms, and they continue to feed you misery content. Don't you see how this twists your sense of reality? You don't work on yourself, you lack character. You compare how you're doing in life with past generations, and yes, baby boomers are annoying. But you can also agree that they handled life in a different way. Not because they were enabled, but because they're out there actually experiencing life, not talking about nightclubs, but helping their community, keeping themselves in check. You compare yourself, yet your room, house, apartment, or wherever you might live, your place is covered in dust. Different packages and empty bottles scattered everywhere. You complain about money, and yet you don't do anything about it. You just complain. Or if you try doing something about it, you again search online for answers, where you find hustle culture, making a quick buck. You buy a few courses with information that you could find for free if you searched for it, of course, and then you see that it doesn't work for you. And you continue to reassure yourself that the world is against you, just because you failed. You chose to try the path of least resistance. Those courses tell you how you can do everything from home, without moving a finger. How is this rational? And this is maybe the thing that I find funny the most. Because you don't see how you contradict yourself. A traditional housewife is going to look for a person who takes care of himself. She would want someone who is the foundation of their community, someone who people can rely on, someone whose word has weight, that has character. If you manage to find yourself such a girl, you will surely lose her right now, because you don't meet the criteria. You expect the finished product and you think you have the luxury to be an on-the-go project. This is not how the world works, my friend. You need to have those said things so you can attract the person you're looking for. This doesn't mean that you need to make over 100k per year, that you should have a house or the newest car out there in the market. It means that you need to have an ambition and to have a good grasp about the economy, save money, have proper hygiene, dress up like an adult, not the same way you did in high school. Here, I'm going to give you the cheat code that you are always searching for. Forget the hoodies, forget the shorts, grab a pair of clean jeans, wear a shirt when you're going out, get off your ass, grab a microfiber cloth, a vacuum cleaner, and clean the damn place. Wash your dishes, take a shower, and go out and buy some decorations and furniture for the house, like new bed sheets, a tablecloth, a new set of plates, new cups. Make sure to make it look like an adult is living there, not an adolescent child caged in the body of a grown man. If you ever wondered why your parents' place feels different compared to yours, this is the reason. Start looking for jobs in different fields. Don't just look at the IT sector. You can earn good money as a blue-collar worker. Look at the transport sector, trains, buses and all the other methods, or maybe plumbing, electricity, it doesn't matter. Even if those fields don't sound great, at least have a look. It's going to open your horizons to new fields and see what the requirements are and what they pay. You aren't going to feel chained to your current field. Help the people around you. Be the cornerstone. Be the force that people are going to look up to. Be the unbreakable pillar that you are made to be so that people in need can trust you. This is what it means to be competent. When people look at you, they know and they can feel that there is more to you than what it seems at first glance. This is not achieved with muscle or money. This is achieved by effort and dedication. by being present when you're needed. And please stop using pickup phrases. They sound stupid and no one likes them. Build yourself as a man, develop a character, and define your self-worth. This is going to give you confidence, and then you have the right to have criteria for what the person next to you should look like, and most importantly, for them to be like. The thing about women is that they can speak all they want and present themselves however they like. But when attraction speaks, that is stronger than them. It is stronger than us too. All you have to do is grab a microfiber and a vacuum cleaner right now. I don't want to see you anymore in this video. I want you to watch content for entertainment, not as a replacement for life. And I surely don't want to see you again in the comment sections under those false videos that make you feel good about the way you currently are. I have given you the tools and the direction in life. It's up to you whether to use them or go back to rotting with the rest like you. It was always your choice.